here on TV 18 chatting with Sarah about hiking and that kind of stuff. You have a animal track / scat guide here. Should I not touch this part? Do you ever measure? Because it's got a little thing
I know it's got a little measurement tool on it.
Right? How often do you use this guy?
You know, I don't want to say fairly often. The thing that is most identifying for me for an animal is the scat guide, basically. Because sometimes it can be confusing. Is it a big dog? Is it a bear?
No
is
kidding.
it like so? The scat guide is something to look for, especially around here with mountain lions and bear in the area. You need to you need to be aware.
I need that. Ben thinks we have a bear. So I should be like, yeah, there we go.
The guide.
Right, I don't think so. So, have you seen any fun animals?
I see moose a lot.
Cool.
I haven't seen any bear, but the only time I've actually seen a bear is when they've been dumpster diving. So
right in your old apartment.
Yeah, you know.
Yes, I know.
So that was the only time. And one in Granby tried to get over the top of my deck in my grill.
Oh my gosh,
that's a little too close.
That is a little too close.
But I've seen evidence of them, like fresh scat. So they're definitely they are in the areas that we hike. I mean, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, especially with a dog and
you have to be very careful. Yeah. So I always carry the bear spray with me.
Cool, good.
I haven't had to use it, knock on wood, so that's good. I feel like most of the time bears are afraid of you. Yeah. So if they hear you or smell you, they'll take off. Run. Recently in the media you've seen somebody got attacked in Yellowstone, and it's a grizzly bear. And from what I know, we don't have any grizzlies around here, and I feel like they're a little bit more aggressive. Yeah. And the time that people do get attacked, they're usually with a cub, and they have frightened the bear in some way. Got it. So
bear spray.
Yes.
Good
and
to have.
Normally they recommend, I had 2 of those, but I used one of them just to make sure I know how to use it. So when something does happen,
you're not fumbling around trying to figure out.
How do I use this? And it shoots a long way. It shoots like 50 feet.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's basically like a high intensity pepper spray.
Awesome. Other gear, you got some hiking poles here. Those are a must.
Yeah, and for a long time I didn't really use trekking poles because I thought they were for old people. Right. But maybe it's just I'm getting older and that's why I use them. But they do, hiking downhill, they help a lot. If you have a super heavy pack on, they take a lot of pressure off your knees and joints and stuff like that. Good. And they say because you are using your arms when you're walking, you're getting a lot more like a full body workout and stuff like that. And I find that when I hike without them, because my hands are hanging down, my fingers get puffy.
Me too.
So this, you can't really squeeze them. So this helps with that too. Yeah. They're fairly lightweight, but again, I like them when I have a pretty heavy pack on, just to take the pressure off of my knees. Because I'm getting older.
Any other fun things you like to hike with?
This backpack I brought, and this is kind of nice.
A pretty lightweight one.
It is.
Pretty easy.
The thing that I use this for is, it folds into itself.
Oh, nice.
So I brought this when we climbed Lone Eagle. Yeah. I'll just show you. So you can't carry your big backpack up
climbing
up the mountain, and you're going to want like some food because that one was a fairly long, intensive thing. So you're going to want food and water and stuff like that for when you're climbing.
So this guy in your big backpack for your little day hike?
Exactly.
Wow.
To summit. And it had a bunch of loops on it. I can show you again. To clip all the carabiners and stuff like that, the gear. Yep. But that packs up pretty small, and it's pretty lightweight too.
Nice. And layers are always a good thing when hiking.
Yes, always.
Rain
Especially
jacket.
Now that I always bring rain pants, rain jacket. Yep. All the time. no matter what time of the year it is. Always. Right. Even if it's completely sunny, no clouds in the sky when I start off, I bring it because it will always rain.
Need to. Right. Cool. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're talking about Fitbits. Sarah and I both have one, and so our experience with what those are like, and we'll be back talking about them.